Hi, my name is Ingrid and she's Georgina and we are at the Prepa Tech.
We're going to interview people in order to know what they think about gay marriage and adoption.
Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Juan.
Hi, nice to meet you, Han. Did you know that nowadays, in the 21st century, people are more open to express either the thoughts, the religion, and now their sexuality? Well, I'm in favor in same-sex couple marriage because it's a human right. Each individual person has their own choices and the state should not interfere. Now I'm going to do you an interview, okay? So, what is your general opinion about same-sex adoption and marriage? Adoption, sorry.
Adoption.
Yes.
I think that it is good that adoption. It is good that people of the same sex adopt child because they have no family, and giving them a family is everything they want. So I think it's good.
Great. What is your general opinion about same-sex marriage?
I think it's good for them because if they are happy, I think it's everything that everyone wants. So
Okay. Why do you think people tend to order to be more close-minded?
because I think they are feared. They have fear of them or something like that. Maybe.
Can a person change his or her sexual orientation?
Yes, I think yes.
Okay. Does homosexual adoption have an influence in the kids' minds?
I think maybe yes, but not at all because maybe they have friends with that are not homosexual and they can learn from them or something like that.
Are homosexual relationships as stable as heterosexual ones?
Yes,
Why?
because well, I have heard that there's always one that takes the role of the girl or the boy, so I think have both like can live well.
Okay. In which way same-sex marriage affects your life? Your life.
My life in any way.
Great. How could you tell people that is against them that they have the same rights?
That they are humans like everyone and they deserve the same as all.
Okay. How could you teach a child about this topic?
What can you teach a child?
What can you say here?
Saying them that maybe this is not wrong, or if they are happy they can do it, or something like that.
Okay. What do you think are the reasons why many are against?
Because maybe they are discriminative or maybe they don't want to see things like that. They think they can change the world or the child.
Thank you, Juan. Nice to meet you.
Goodbye.
Hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
my name is Victor.
Hi, Victor. Did you know that nowadays in the 21st century, people are more open to express either their thoughts, their religion, and now their sexuality? Well, I'm in favor in same-sex couple marriage because the marriage gives physical and physiological benefits, and denying it increases physical disorders. Well, now I'm going to ask you some questions, okay? What is your general opinion about same-sex adoption?
Well, I think it should be allowed, like everywhere, in every place, all over the world, because it truly helps us as a community to grow in values, to grow in our humanness.
Okay. What is your general opinion about same-sex marriage?
But I love it. I think it's a great idea.
Okay. What do you think about people to have closed minds?
Well, I think we're living in a century in which that shouldn't be allowed. because we live in this changing world. We're always everything comes different. We're living so active lifestyles. So I think it should not be allowed because if you have a closed mind, you will not be able to perform in the world that we live today.
Can a person change his or her sexual orientation?
Yeah, for sure. I think I have the strong belief that sexual orientation is not a thing that is really inside of you. It's something that you choose, and if along the way you decide to change it, it should be okay. There's no problem to it.
Homosexual adoption can have an influence in the kids' minds.
No, because I don't think it will have an impact because throughout our life we have like men teachers and women teachers, and neither of those are better or worse than the other one. They're just the same. As long as they taught him the real value, you will always be good with it.
Great. Are homosexual relationships as stable as heterosexual ones?
Yeah, you know what? I think they're more. I think they're more stable that like heterosexual relationships.
In which ways some sex marriage affects your life?
I don't think it affects me like in any way at all. The only thing that can affect me is when they protest because they don't allow them to do it, and they always close streets and all that. But it doesn't affect me at all.
How could you tell people that is against them that they have the same rights?
What? No, I'm sorry.
How could you tell people that are against them that they have the same rights?
Well, I think we should treat them as individuals, as humans, not dividing if they're women or men, just treat them as you would treat everybody else.
Okay. How could you teach a child about this topic?
I think we should teach them. We should just like let them see how the world comes and teach them respect, not teach them respect, not to say yes or to say no to any sort of thing.
What do you think are the reasons why many are against?
I think it's the church fault because they always have this idea about how God is the greatest thing and they create Adam and Eva, but that is so. I think it's all crap. I think we should approach it in a different way. I think it's all fault of the church about the conservative minds that they have built all over the years.
Okay. Thank you, Victor.
You're welcome.
Hi. What's your name?
Oliver.
Oliver. Hi, Oliver. Did you know that nowadays in the 21st century, people are more open to express their religion, their thoughts, and even their sexuality? I'm in favor in same-sex couple marriage because it is a civil and not a religious issue. Well, now I'm going to ask you some questions, okay? What is your general opinion about same-sex adoption?
I'm in a neutral position. It's each person's life. You can do whatever you want.
Okay. What is your general opinion about same-sex marriage?
The same. You have to do what you want to do in your own life.
What do you think older people tend to be more close-minded?
And probably tradition, because that wasn't as often seen as today.
Can a person change his or her sexual orientation? Homosexual adoption have an influence in the kid's mind?
Yeah, but probably because of social response.
Are homosexual relationships as stable as heterosexual ones?
Depends on the couple. A heterosexual couple cannot work same as a homosexual couple. If they want it for it to work, it's going to work.
In which way same-sex marriage affects your life?
Mine? Anyway.
Okay. How could you tell people that are against them that they have the same rights? what's your name?
My name is Anna.
Well, Anna,
Did you know that in the 21st century nowadays, people tend to be more open-minded and they tend to express their ideas in a different way? Also their feelings. It can be through religion, also it can be through thoughts, and even their sexuality. I am in favor of gay adoption because they choose to have kids and it is not an accident. After preserving to some challenges, gay parents tend to be more motivated and tend to be more. Can I ask you some questions?
Sure.
What is your general opinion about same-sex adoption?
Well, I think it's okay that kids can grow like in a normal family.
What's your general opinion about same-sex marriage?
I believe that as long as people love each other and want to live together, it's no problem.
Why do you think older people tend to be more close-minded?
I think that's because when they were little, they were always told not to be like that and to be less like established in the society.
Can a person change his or her sexual orientation?
I don't think so. They're born with it.
Does homosexual adoption have an influence in the kids' minds?
I think that they can grow like a normal person without.
Are homosexual relationships as stable as heterosexual ones?
I think yeah.
In which way same-sex marriage affects your life?
My life.
Yes.
I don't have any problems with it.
How could you tell people that are against them that that will have the same rights?
Well, making them understand that we're all the same and they don't choose to be gays. They're just born like that.
How could you teach a child about this topic?
You should tell the children that they're all the same and they should treat equally everyone.
And finally, what do you think are the reasons why many are against them?
I think that people are just afraid of them being different and changing everything.
Thank you, Anna.
You're welcome.
What's your name?
Marina.
Well, Marina, did you know that nowadays in the 21st century, people are more open to express themselves in subjects about religion, thoughts, their feelings, and even in sexuality? I am in favor of gay adoption because most of the children who are adopted by gay parents come from orphanage, puberty, or single mothers. Now I'm going to ask you some questions. The first one is, what is your general opinion about same-sex marriage?
If they're happy together, I think that it's easy.
What is your general opinion about same-sex adoption?
I don't know. I'm Catholic, so I think that it's better to have a mom and a dad. But I don't know if it's better. It's better for the child to have parents in the house.
Why do you think older people tend to be more close-minded?
Because they grew up having a conservative thinking, so that's how they grow.
Can a person change his or her sexual orientation?
Yeah, I think.
Does homosexual adoption have an influence of the kid's mind?
Yeah, they grew up having more of an open mind and
Are homosexual relationships as stable as heterosexual?
yeah, if you want it to work out, it will work out.
In which way does same-sex marriage affect your life?
You became more open-minded.
How could you tell people that are against it that we all have the same rights?
That everybody deserves respect. So yeah, so
How could you teach a child about this topic? Or how will you teach?
that is a reality that we have to respect and accept different ideas and different orientations. that's okay.
And finally, why do you think are the reasons why many are against them?
I think it's cultural and religious, but also that we're Mexicans and the most of the population Catholic.
Thanks. What's your name?
Emiliano.
Well, Emiliano, did you know that nowadays in the 21st century people are more open to express themselves? It can be about religion, thoughts, and even their sexuality. I am in favor of gay adoption because, and some can argue that the role of the mom and the role of the parent gives them different values. However, in the 20th century, the children were raised without their father having anything to do with their education, and in most cases they weren't even present. So can I ask you some questions?
Yeah, sure.
What is your general opinion about same-sex couple marriages?
Well, I'm a favor. I think we should respect what other people think about and who they are attracted to.
What is your general opinion about same-sex adoption?
I think it's great. I mean, how many kids aren't being adopted from, well, because people don't know. So if a kid can be adopted and be accepted in a house, I think they should do it. There's no reason why not.
Why do you think older people tend to be more closed-minded?
I think older people think that how they lived should be the way that it should be nowadays. That their time was the best time and everything. So, and before, I think the world was more closed off by religion.
Can a person change his or her sexual orientation if they are already gay?
Yeah, I believe so.
Does homosexual adoption have an influence of the kid's mind?
No, I don't think so. I think that that two men or two women can be as same like good parents, obviously, and there's no influence which may harm. I think good parents are good parents and bad parents are just bad parents.
Are homosexual relationships as stable as heterosexual ones?
Yeah, I believe so.
In which way same-sex marriage affects your life?
Well, same sex in my life or in
Yes,
their life?
no,
In my
in
life?
your life.
Well, I think that people should respect other people's thoughts about who they like. We can't control who other people like, so I, to be honest, I'm not that affected by it.
How could you tell people that are against them that we all have the same right?
Well, it's a large decision, a large discussion, which we have. But I think we should tell them, well, we should respect them, and we can't control them. People just work in different ways.
How could you teach a child about this topic, or how will you teach a child?
Well, I would teach him that it doesn't matter who you like, it matters how much you like them. And it doesn't matter like of you're the same or other, but if you both care for each other in a great manner, you can form a life together.
And finally, what do you think are the reasons why many are against them?
Well, again, it's more of closed-minded people who think that the way they live should be the only way to be, and other people that are just too closed off on religion and don't think that the church or other people should control other people's lives.
In conclusion, as we can see, almost everyone supports gay marriage and gay adoption. The arguments they use is, in some cases, in my opinion, were irrelevant because they used the argument of the church or they were related due to the fact that they are Catholics. In my opinion, or in my perspective, that is not a support.
Also, we think that due to the fact we only interview young people, they have open minds. If we had interviewed older people, it might have been different. We can change the way people are. We can change people's minds, but we can start respecting them. Their love doesn't harm you. Your hate does.